We have left and returned. Is now slightly after 10:30 on this June 23rd here at VFW Post 1418. Before we go inside and see the progress they've made, we'll take a look at the sponsors here. VFW Post 1418 wishes to thank the following sponsors: Best Friends Family Diner, Dupree's Feed and Supplies, Fuller, Commercial and Residential Construction, it is, Luck Brothers Construction, T&L Septic Service, Stewart's Shops, Rafferty Sand and Gravel, Leary Restoration and Water Damage, Roto-Rooter, Champlain Peterbilt, Dragoons Farm Equipment, Dunkin' Donuts, Endine Laboratory Services, Freihofer Bakery Outlet, Gino's Pizza, McDonald's, National Duty Supply, North Country Golf Course, Route 11 Truck Shop, and Subway at the Borderview Grocery. And we're going to wander over and check on the progress. My guess is shortly the panels will be coming out, and you have to handle those very, very carefully. And in addition to the sponsors, they're hoping for donations. Obviously, something like this, although the help here is all voluntary, transporting this from site to site has to cost money, and the original construction of this has to cost money. For the people arriving will find this donation box. So All It Heals runs on donations from generous supporters. Thank you for your support. Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund, founders of the wall. And here it says this is a replica of a national memorial. Please show your respect. No food, drinks, or smoking, bicycles, talking on cell phones, or pets that are not service area animals. If you need help locating a name, please see a volunteer. For name rubbings, please use only the pencils and name rubbing forms provided. Thank you. We'll follow along the framework here for the wall. It's still being constructed. Temperature was 63 degrees and we shut our vehicle off. All in all, a pleasant day to do manual labor. Carry a sledgehammer around. Once it's all set up, we will wander around the inside and the outside of this van that carries everything. There are panels here that explain what was happening during that era. This is the only war that I'm aware of that had such a tribute with the names all being written on it, those who passed away, and my understanding that even some who have died since the war, if their deaths were caused by the war, they've been added to it. I think the count I saw was 58,281 or somewhere in that vicinity. 58,000 names. Young American lives that ended due to the war in Vietnam.
Back on this side, team, construction team.
All right.
Be back on this side with your construction team, you should have 5. You should have a total of 5.
The man in charge is lining up his crews here. So they're about to bring out the panels.
If you're on those construction teams, come on over here and get your gloves if you haven't already got one.
They've got gloves and no metal belts to scratch up those panels.
Guys, absolutely
Belt buckles.
Get as many of you out here as possible. I'm sorry that some of you all were standing around with not a lot to do, but that was great because now we're good to have you to make this easier on all of us. We're now going to be in the process of bringing out the actual panel. We had a lot of fun. We didn't necessarily make a lot of rules out there as far as they were done, but from here on, it's a solemnity that it deserves. Keep in mind that the smallest panel here with names on it has 5 American heroes on it. The biggest panel has almost 800. They deserve to have the respect and sanctity as if you're carrying their coffin. All right? So no matter how small the panel is, if it's got names on it, it's 2 people with 4 hands at all times. And I know you guys could probably carry these on a figure, but 2 people with 4 hands out of the respect on it. When we get to the bigger panels, I understand some of you guys are huge and have no problem, but when we get to the tail of the trailer, we're going to add a 3rd person in the middle. For these smallest panels, panels 70 through 35, when you get here to the tail of the trailer, you're going to then pivot it so that the names are facing towards the heavens. For panels 35 through 1, they get to be so big and so flexible, we're going to carry them on the edges. So I want you to take a look down. Take a look at your clothes and make sure that there is no metal showing. Please untuck your shirt, cover up your winning rodeo belt buckle. Take your knives, tuck them away. It's not very fun to have to follow these panels up when they get scratched, and that's how they get scratched. When we hand them off to you, and you're walking out here, you might find me or someone else who wants to be the traffic cop at the back here who's going to make sure that you're carrying them correctly. Because those big panels, you're going to be on the opposite side from the nail, or from the name. You can always see where people carry them incorrectly because you'll see scratches on it. Now, just like when we did the frames, there's east and west. And with the exception of the first panel, which will be the last one to come out, all the numbers are on them, but boy golly, we get to make fun of you if you walk to the east side or the west side and you're wrong. All right? So as a reminder for the other blondes that might be in the audience, from the center point to this end, west. You guys are so good. From the center point to that end is east. All right? Then the construction crews are going to be making that happen from there. All of my panel haulers and everyone who's touching the wall, you're going to need to come down and get a pair of gloves. And if you want to carry a specific panel, please come see me at this point. If you have a friend or a buddy or a family member and you want to carry a specific panel, please come see me right now.
How heavy are they?
Thousands of pounds. No. The smallest ones are only 5 pounds. The biggest ones are about 80. All right? Anybody want to carry a specific panel? Walk up the stairs here. All right, everybody's got their gloves on. Fantastic. All right, so all my haulers, you guys are going to queue up out here by the crew door, small door on the front of the truck. Kathy is going to send you through 2 at a time. My awesome crew that are going to unload in here are going to be handing you the panels. You're going to walk out here to the base. Here at the base is when you're going to turn it to the heavens. Or you're going to adjust and add the 3rd person as need be, and then you're going to carry it back out there. You hand it off to the construction crew, they'll take it from you, and you repeat and repeat and repeat until your hair is nice and clean and lustrous. All right? All right. Guys, from this point on, we're building the wall. We don't smoke at the wall. We don't swear. We don't step over it. We don't step through it. It's a national memorial from this point on. I don't have a problem at all if you want to laugh. I don't want to have a problem at all if you want to tell stories. But let's give it the sanctity that it deserves and their heroism deserves as well. All right, guys. Haulers, go to the front and queue up. My construction guys, go to the ends, the end of your respective wall, and I'll meet you there.
Okay, we're putting this up online in segments, so we'll point out again, this is being video recorded On the 23rd, on the 24th at 10, there will be an opening ceremony. The wall will be here at VFW Post 1418 on Route 11, just off Route 11 in Champlain, until the 27th. It's going to be here starting this evening, I think, 24/7. So people who want to come can come any time of the day. Just show the proper respect when you do show up. We're going to keep camera rolling and moving line here. Again, this might be a little more video than what some people want to see, but it's history, and it's an important thing that's happening here in the town of Champlain on this June 23rd, 2021. He's explaining to his crew leaders exactly what needs to be done. The east-west is, of course, relevant only to the wall here. The east is actually that way, but it's going to be the western section of this wall. And the eastern section of the wall is actually pointing toward the west. So people go inside, hit their panels. I don't know if they come out this door or out the door behind us. We're going to back up. In case they come out from behind us, we'll be in position to see that. Two more are going in, so here we go. Here comes the first panel out. Very small panel, but as he said, each panel should be shown respect. The panels will obviously get larger as the progression, and making sure that the right side is facing up toward the heavens. Amazing number of volunteers have shown up here today. I'm going to see inside. And the first panels are going up. They'll be put up in a special order. Not sure if they'll save the center ones until each of the ends have been put up. Well, we'll find out. All right, he's saying 3, I think, on the next group. That'll be coming out. So each volunteer group learns on the job. And of course, the volunteers will be needed when this is torn down too. So if you're watching this before the 27th or on the 27th, keep that in mind, that volunteers will be needed. It looks like they're heading for the east side of the panel. So they will be building it on the edges, but I did hear him say he needed 3, so I don't know if some bigger panels will be coming out. Nice to see Customs and Border Protection sending people here to help. I think those two need to be sent to the other side over there. We'll see. Apparently they're being told in there if they're going east or west. The guy who has to back down the ramp here is there we go. That's the way I would have approached it rather than backing down. And some of the ones who've already delivered panels are back in line for more. We intend to have several segments on this. Our hope is to be here tomorrow morning at 10 for the opening ceremonies, and of course to be here for the closing ceremonies. This event is happening with a lot of other things happening in and around the North Country. Graduations are 2 of our local high schools, Northeastern Clinton and Northern Adirondack, on Friday. This is a Wednesday. Good of Channel 5 to show up and give this some coverage. We again want to emphasize that we're sorry that we missed the escort. Information we got was inaccurate. We were told the escort would be today, but it was yesterday. This young lady here is going to provide us some video of it. Once again, this may be a little long for some viewers, but the importance of this, we felt it was important to give this a little extra video coverage.
You got the wrong location.
Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall, the wall with heels, being set up here at VFW Post 1418 in Champlain on Route 11, just off Route 11. The actual mailing address, and the driveway is on St. John's Road, which is a couple hundred feet off Route 11. Looking at the people backing out of here, I would say that there have to have been tripping accidents some along the way when these were being carried out at different locations. There's a crew at each end installing the plaques as they arrive.
Getting ready for 54.
seen several of these people, most of these people several times, at least a couple of times, so we're going to go take a little video of the people who are doing the installing.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're talking too much. I got blonde, most of that part hair.
Again, very nice turnout of volunteers.
My day is getting better and better by the minute. My eye is coming from you, Steve. As
yeah, we need to slide your way a little bit more towards.
Yeah, go ahead. Go gently.
No, we got a little more. No, we got the bottom. We gotta move.
You ain't gonna move it. It's touching the other
no, it's touching the other thing.
Each one of these a life lost due to that war in Vietnam.
Right? Or you need to lift the top a little bit.
Huh?
You need to lift the top a little bit.
We're
You
just.
go your way, but that's all.
Yeah, but if you lift the top a little bit, do it now, or you're gonna be way out down there.
What?
Yeah, you better go.
I got a little bit you can play with.
Yeah, I don't have anything to move it with.
All right, we've been told this is panel 46. Local DAV is named after Robert Pepe LaFountain, and chances are, well, I know Toby knew Pepe, and I would think that Pee Wee might have also had an opportunity from Rouse's point.
Guys on that edge, okay? Go in straight. You guys came in a little crooked, just going straight.
Panels are getting bigger, but they're not the biggest ones yet. Alright, for any of you people who are watching this who have the wall coming to your area,
These guys have come in, so I got this, and you're going to take that side. You're fine, sir. He's going to step over and take your place. So once you got it, you go, thanks, guys, appreciate it. And then you're going to take that. And so now, because we have it like this, we can basically make it like this. Just like that. From the side, you don't have any fingers in it, and you're just pivoting around the corner. So do that here. Perfect. All right. Perfect. Exactly. Just like that. Careful on the edge. Don't come in the corner. There you go. Roll it easy. Perfect. All right. got it. So you're watching me, because this is going to be your job. So let's take it. All right, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. So you're just basically holding it. Yep. And I can face you losing it. You're coming in. Yep. Like that. Yep. And then coming down. And see how you're basically helping him guide it. Perfect. That's exactly it. Perfect.
All right.
Great job, guys.
So Bruce knows his job. Ooh, they're coming out too fast here. And the panels are getting bigger, but we're not to the really big ones yet. Some folks are getting extra help already here.
We're not going to go to 3 until 20. Perfect. Awesome. Then both of you can be facing forward. And you are east. So if you switch hands, it's going to be easier for you. Yeah. Good? Good. All right. You guys come down around. You want to switch to this side. Got this side. The gray side. Okay. There you go. Very good. So you can mostly change, walk forward. You guys good? You know which side you are? Yeah. Hold up, let me check.
You gotta remember if they're east or west. Panels are getting bigger, and the gap in between is getting smaller, so won't be long before we get the big center panels. Not that these aren't big.
Right. The third person will be on the gray side.
Where are we going with that? Right or left?
What do we got, guys? You see your hand here? This is it.
Very shortly we'll be getting into the... Oh, we do have the three carriers here.
There you go. Know which direction you're going?
So right now
You're going to put this hand down. There you go. Is that a little better? All right, hold on. We got another third person coming right here. There we go. We got our guy with his panel already. Come on out, folks. All right. Yeah. He was like 51. All right, you're leading, sir.
Okay. Right turn.
You are west. Just right in the middle there.
if you need to search for a name of a friend or loved one. And if you come here, there will be books available, and you can look in the book. And there's Robert Allen LaFountain. March 28th, 1968. And it tells you which panel he's on. So you can allow you to more easily find your loved one. It'll tell you which panel they are on. There's a slight hold up as they're getting a backlog. The carriers are moving faster than these folks can pound them in over there, which is good. That people carrying the panels haven't slowed down, but they want to make sure that these panels are put up properly, so they're not going to rush the job because there's another panel waiting. Okay, we're talking to the busiest guy on the planet right now. Your name?
My name is Tim Tates.
Tim Tates, and you came along with the crew, or you're the head of the crew?
Yes, sir. I'm the site manager with The Wall That Heals.
Okay, you're driving that big
Oh, no,
van?
definitely. I don't have any skills like that. So I merely get to help instruct the setup and takedown of the wall, train the volunteers this evening, and be here throughout the week to make sure that we replicate the wall experience that we have in Washington, D.C.
And when you show up to take one of these, put one of these up or take one of these down, you never know what you're going to get for help.
Exactly. And we have an incredible amount of help here that's worked out this week, and they're making it look easy and go very quickly, which is great.
Now, do you go to about one place a week, or how often?
So every week we're in a new community. We have 26 stops throughout the United States this year. We started in early March, and we'll be in a community every week up until November.
Okay, where'd you come from and where are you going?
We were just in Ohio, and we're heading on down to Massachusetts after this.
Is it all done so you ain't backtracking here and there?
We kind of skip around a little bit. I mean, we'll come back up to upstate New York, Tonawanda later after we're done in Massachusetts, but generally we stay in the region and kind of bounce around the region a bit.
All right. So
All right.
we'll let you get back to work and
thank
keep up
you.
the good work.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, thank you. The Wall That Heals, Vietnam Veterans Memorial Association, I think, VVMA maybe, or we'll all right, I think we were at a situation. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming, 6 coming. This 7 coming. So that's got to be it. I cannot see them fitting more than 7 panels in this little area. Uh-oh, you're gonna have to back up and start over.
I know it. This is just for practice.
Right.
Guy in the green shirt is the one for the west end.
All right, so they got to make sure they got enough room for them all here. Okay, we took a quick battery change, and the
You guys are coming to us.
camera said possible data writing error here, so hopefully none of this is missing in one of our chapters here. These are the final three, or final 4, I should say. So this will be the end of the
Come on in, Bruce.
west end, the left side, which is really it's the east, as we mentioned earlier, to there. Instead of saying left and right, they say east and west for whatever reason. A lot braver than I am standing on that little step ladder.
Team, stay around. Stick around.
2 more panels to go in.
Tony, if we got any other volunteers, have them come on down for a photo.
It's approaching 12:10 p.m., 10 minutes after noon, so
Synthetic granite that you would buy to use for your granite countertop.
we're about to get the
We can polish
last panel installed.
They're not as fragile.
Thanks to an outstanding turnout from the community.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. We had a National Guard unit who helped us unload the first year, and fresh out of boot camp or private was not feeling like he was going to be able to hold it. He literally dropped it on the back deck, fractured, and man, oh man, his
There it is.
just tore him a new one. For the rest of the day, he was reading off all
And the
Indom.
final.
I'm in the Army. The Army is fantastic. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, again, the June 23rd construction. Apologize one more time that we were given the wrong information as far as when the trip here was going to take place. We're going to hopefully get some video of that to share from people that did take some video. So hopefully we can share their video. And as soon as Cliff Sterling pounds down that last one, the volunteers can come step in front of their masterpiece here.
Beautiful, guys. Come on around front. Let's take a picture.
All right, so all the
Guys,
volunteers,
all gather around. Come to the apex of the wall.
there we go. So if you're able to come and view it, these are the people,
Tuck back in looking good.
these are among the people you can thank right here.
Gather on in, y'all. Smell the same. Come on. Gather on in. Gather on in. Yeah, get in there. Just because you're a transplant from Southern New York doesn't mean that you're not a volunteer. All right. All right, so guys, while we're waiting for life, leave the ladder. You guys need it back there later. Put it down. You need that later.
They have to walk all the way around.
Yeah, you guys are gonna need to close tighten up the vehicle from here. We have wide angle cameras, but they're not necessary, really. So guys, in the last, in less than 4 hours, you've created 3/4 replica of Vietnam Veterans Memorial. It's absolutely awesome. When you really think about it, after we got done with our morning calisthenics of doing the tent over there, it was really only 3 hours to make something like this. 58,281 American names on it. The youngest was 15. At the age of 14, he snuck into the Marine Corps. Went through Marine Corps basic training as a 14-year-old. Was killed as a 15-year-old. Oldest on the wall is 62. We have people from every single state, all of the territories, several foreign countries, and you guys got to carry them out today and place in those respects. For the next 4 days, 24 hours a day, people are going to come out here to pay their respect for what they got to see here. And they get to see it as perfect as it is the wall in Washington, D.C. You look down it, and you can't see that it's 140 panels. It looks like one giant piece of granite. And that's because of what you guys did today. And that's that focus that made it so beautiful. And I applaud you for that. Guys, we're going to be here all week, and we're going to do some lights, and then we're going to feed some lunch here today. But I want you guys to promise me a couple things. First, if you have time to volunteer this week, come back and be a volunteer. If you don't have time to volunteer this week, come back tonight at 6 o'clock. Because we're going to train all the volunteers for about an hour.
All right, so
Everything about the wall and the trailer that you
I'm going to wrap this up. The VFW Post 1418,
I promise you we'll tell you one or two things.
the
There's a trivia night going up about Vietnam.
wall that heals,
Second, if you could volunteer,
Vietnam Memorial Wall.
give y'all a busy
Again, if you're watching this before the 24th, the opening ceremonies will be at 10 a.m. on the 24th, and the 27th will be the closing ceremonies. I'm thinking somewhere around noontime. Look for their Facebook site to verify the time and dates. But it's here through the 24th and the 27th. But it's set up here on the 23rd. Thanks for watching Hometown Cable. Always striving to bring you what's best about our community, and today's a great example.